Yo, what's up everybody? It's me Wisp again for another video. Daily uploads going crazy. And I wanted you guys to take a look at a Warframe that I've actually found recently. And I actually believe that it is one, if not the most universal Warframe to use. The Warframe has insane damage, a mobility ability, it has grouping abilities as well as an ability for survivability, so basically support as well. Now, I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's just check which Warframe it is, and it's actually the bird, Zephyr. I have Zephyr Prime, I might be paid to win. You guys know how much money I spend in this game. I mean, I have 2.5k platinum, everything spots. I don't trade in this game. I bought premium access packs before. I bought Xako, I bought the Aurelie, I bought Caliban, which I still don't have because Warframe is not responding to my ticket. But I did grind for this. I did grind. I'm not lying. I swear. Bro, get the fuck. Anyway. Now let's just get into the Warframe's abilities, and the first one is his passive. Or I don't even know which gender Zephyr is. Anyway, I think it looks like a girl, I'm going to say her. Now her passive, the first part of it is actually pretty simple. She moves faster and falls slower midair. That's pretty good. She is a bird, so that makes sense. But the second part of her ability, or this passive, is where it shines. You get 150% critical hit chance with this weapon, weapons overall, when you're in the air. So over here, as you see, I have 142% critical chance on my turret, and now when I'm in the air, this would be almost 300. Now obviously, if you have a weapon with more critical chance, like for me it's Shred, I just I have 150% exactly, then we'll have 300% crit rate, which is crazy. Now I'm going to take a look at the abilities with you guys, and the first ability is the movement ability. Now this has two uses. When you just click it, whether you're in the air or on the floor, you dash. It has insane mobility and just launches you across the map. And when you're in the air, you can hold the ability to hover even more. I personally never use the holding part of this ability because Zephyr is pretty good. She can stay in the air on her own just by keeping the bullet jump up. And you can also aim down and dive bomb with enemies, which deals quite a bit of damage. Now my build also has the augment target fixation, which increases the damage of this move by 100%. Just crazy. And what the augment also does is it allows you to bullet jump between these ability dashes. So you can use the ability, bullet jump, use the ability, and then so on and so on. Now for the second ability is also very nice. You launch air bubbles thingies into enemies, and they pull enemies together. Now it's not like a lasting effect, so it's more of a damage ability, but it still does pretty good damage. Her third ability, Turbulence, gives her a shield, which is, for survivability, as I said, and it redirects all incoming projectiles. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure if this makes you immortal to ranged attacks. I haven't really tested this out yet. And it is actually a duration type of ability, so it's not like overhealth, which goes down when you get hit. And her last ability, Tornado. When you use this ability, you create an area with, tornadoes, and they suck enemies in. Now, the thing is, you can shoot these tornadoes themselves instead of the enemies which are inside of the tornado, which allows you to deal even more damage to the enemies inside. This works amazingly with the turret because you don't have to aim to hit the incarnate thingies. Now you can also choose how you use this ability. If you tap, then you have tornadoes which move around, and if you hold, you have stationary tornadoes. Now, if we go over to my build, you know, again, I've said this on basically every video I have about builds. It's not done. Not every mod is fully fledged out, not every arcane. But, you know, if you just copy this build and put more effort into it, it can, you know, be pretty good. I can obviously put primed flow in there instead of normal one. But I found this build to actually be pretty okay like this. I don't run into issues. I've played on steel path and normal game mode. I don't really have anything to say about this build. You can maybe replace physique with another aura mod, if you prefer. I mainly picked physique because of the, what's it called again, Vazarin energy capacity buff thingy. You know, physique does give you more, but if you want to change it for something else, then obviously you can. It's your choice. That was a crazy voice crack, by the way. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, I could recommend. Okay, I don't recommend this. It's stupid. Anyway, you can obviously get an Exilus adapter and put in any of these mods. You can either put Rush in to be even faster mid-air, or, you know, just go with Prime, sure-footed, like everyone. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm done here explaining everything. I'm just going to, you know, showcase this Warframe just a tiny bit. Okay, so here we are in the simulacrum. The first thing I actually want to test is whether you are indeed immortal when you have this on. And it actually does seem like you don't take any damage from bullets, which is crazy. Yeah, that is insane. So you just have 30 seconds of being immortal against bullets. So that's very nice. Very good ability. And Jim, just take my heavy gunners back on these. Better heavy gunners? No, I should still scan them to get better results in my tests, but I'm here to show you the Warframe real quick. Now, before I go into the abilities, I just want to show you just how overpowered the air ability is. I like her passive. I see everything's red. Everything's red. Only red crits, which is crazy. Just spawn more in. Now as for the first ability, I'm mostly gonna show the dive bomb. It doesn't deal the most damage, obviously, but it does knock enemies down. It's really good. The second ability is also very, very nice. I love it because it groups enemies together, as you can see right here. And what you can do is actually just throw it down and then use any AoE weapon to just kill them really quickly. Just like so. Then you have your third ability, which I showed you already, and then the tornadoes. As you see, the enemies get put into these tornadoes. If you just shoot a tornado, it goes into the enemies immediately. So, you know, if you haven't gotten Zephyr yet, it doesn't really matter whether it's prime or normal. I really recommend this guy. It's really good. Alright. She is really good. Very broken, as you can see. Paired with a crit weapon, it's just a monster. Her abilities are really good. To, you know, group enemies together, crowd control, survivability, mobility. Because what you can do with the first ability is just, you know, fly across the entire map. And since it's a cheap ability too, like really cheap, let me check actually, because I only have 50% and 55% efficiency. The first ability still costs like 36 drain, which is just crazy. And you can obviously hold the ability, which will actually deplete your energy little by little. That's why I don't really use it. You know, if you just want to stay in the air and just shoot down at things, it's not really the most expensive ability. but it's also really fun to use. It's very similar to Valkyr's one, which is her hook, but like this without the hook itself. It's a really fun Warframe to play. I really recommend it again. If you know, if you're like me, you can buy it right now. It's in the Resurgence. I do recommend it over Chroma. I don't really play Chroma, so I can't really judge whether she or he is good, but I used to play him, Chroma, and I didn't really like the playstyle. But I really like Zephyr. Like, you know, I main Wisp, and main, you can't even call it main, really. Because if I keep playing one Warframe over and over again, I'll just get sick and tired of this game. That's why I'm playing different Warframes. I still have Wisp main at heart, you know, at heart Wisp is still number one for me. Still waiting for that goddamn proto frame I'm gonna absolutely buy in the first 10 seconds once it comes out. But again, get Zephyr, really good Warframe. In the relic rotation right now, if you don't have the money to get it from Resurgence, if you have the money to get it from Resurgence, I really recommend this guy, girl, bird. Very good, very nice. And this is it for my video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, whatever. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with the Caliban.